Hey everybody!
Hey guys!
We are back with sidekick drills this time. Master Dangelo's favorite.
As promised, we're going to work on some side kicks. Now, big thing with side kicks, we tell you this all the time. Pivot, okay? Sometimes on flooring, with shoes on, it gets real difficult to pivot. And we understand that, but I want you to focus on that at home.
Yes.
That's my big thing. My second big thing is it needs to be a side kick, not a roundhouse kick, guys. Remember, if you're up against a wall, the side kick follows the wall, okay? If this is my wall here, I do a roundhouse kick this way, my foot is into the wall. That's not how it's supposed to be, okay? So think of that when you're practicing these kicks.
So a few different ways to practice. Obviously you can just throw the kicks.
Yeah, just come up.
Throw side kicks over and over again. But we want to do some strengthening, help you get your kicks higher.
Yes.
And the way to do that, believe it or not, is go slow. All right?
Absolutely.
So the first one we have is slow side kicks. So the slow side kick drill, some people you can do this in the air, for those that have balance issues, which is probably most people.
Yes.
We're not saying
you're doing bad if you have to hold on to something for the slow kick.
So the idea is to find something that is about your belt height and hold it. All right. I'm just going to hold my hand against the wall here.
I got the chair.
So it's give or take. It doesn't have to be exact. All right. What we're going to do, pick our foot up in a side kick position. Our heel is going to follow one straight line.
So if I put my arm out like this, my heel follows that line.
All right. So out and in, really slow.
So when you're here, right now my base foot is pointed at the tool wall over here. And as I kick out, I point my heel to the camera. I come back in, and then my foot comes back. Make sure you're moving that pivot foot. Don't just stand there with this foot pre-pivoted and try to go. That doesn't help you at all when you're doing it in your forms and such, okay?
Correct. So do that for a little bit, maybe 10 up, an ounce on each foot.
Switch sides, guys. Don't
Switch sides. Make sure you're not just doing the same foot over and over. I just wasn't going to put my back to the camera. Master Dangelo can do that for me. So moving on from there.
So try to make each kick be 4 or 5 seconds long, longer if you're able to, and do 10 on each side, making sure they're at least belt height. Now, if you can, get them face height as long as it's a good kick, guys. I'd rather you be lower with great technique versus higher and sloppy, right?
The strength will build up, okay? And the flexibility will go up as you do some more stretching and build the strength in your leg. Another thing you can do while on the wall, similar to the front kicks, you're going to extend the leg out, side kick position, and hold it till it dies, all right? Eventually, the leg is just going to keep dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping.
If you're real nice to your family, they might even lean on your leg.
Yeah, and then try to push them back up.
Yeah.
You can even hang some weights from your legs, okay? And that'll help build the strength in your leg. So that's one of those do it till you die sort of things, or till your leg dies. Don't die.
Don't die. I was going to say that.
Don't die.
Remember, challenge yourself, don't hurt yourself.
Yes.
That means don't die.
Right, don't die. When your leg will just eventually start dropping, try to hold it up even though it's falling, and that's going to really help build the strength in your leg. So the next one, we've had a lot of you do this in class. This is way too short for me. So Master Dangelo is going to do this one.
Master Dangelo would happily.
So kick over a chair. What you want to do is find something about your belt height to kick over. This is well below my belt height.
It's still below mine. Let's be clear. I'm not that short.
So the goal is to throw a side kick to the body, all right, across the chair, all right?
Now, you can do a full side kick where you're starting from the back leg, coming up, over, and out, guys, right? Or if you're really struggling, get with the wall. Do it front leg, up.
I'll be the wall.
You'll be my wall, Master Ritter.
There we go.
Thank you so much,
You're
sir.
welcome.
Up, over, and out. All right, guys?
I like being on the wall.
You're amazing.
So practice that over the chair. Obviously, if you start to get tired, your kick's going to drop.
Because you don't want to hit the chair like that.
Yeah, especially if you're barefoot. So that could end up hurting. So make sure if you start to get tired, stop, switch legs, obviously.
do both
and
legs.
Make sure you're not kicking the chair, not hurting your toes. All right, we don't want anybody hurt here. That's not the goal. All right, so if you have any questions on that, let us know. All right.
We're here for you guys.
Next one. This is just a little bit of fun.
A little bit of fun. Work on that strengthening with that leg here.
So a lot of people like this one. You can write your name with a side kick. So what you're going to do, why don't you?
I'll come back here.
So get up, hold it out, then start writing your name.
All right.
I don't care if it's uppercase or lowercase, whatever. Play with that a little bit. Do it on both sides. If that's easy, do the whole alphabet.
Capital and lowercase, guys.
Well, let them do uppercase first.
Yeah, have fun.
And then, if that's too easy, do both cases, and then add in numbers too.
Right.
All right.
So you guys just have fun with it. It works on that strength, okay? Do both sides. Whatever you do on one side, you must do on the other side.
And my advice there would be, if you struggle with a side kick, say your left's not as good, do twice as much work on your bad side.
Yes,
quote,
that is acceptable.
Yes.
Doing all of the work on your good side is not.
Right. So if you are struggling with that left leg side kick, which a lot of people do,
Except for our lefties.
Except for, well, we have quite a few lefties actually. So if you are struggling with the bad side, just do that twice as much. It will help build the strength in that leg and help you with your
that muscle
side kick.
memory.
Yes. So, moving on from there.
Moving on. We have we'll do the squat side kick. So this one's a little bit more strength building. I did this in one of my earlier workout classes. What we're gonna do, you're just gonna go into the side. You're gonna squat or touch the ground, and then you're gonna step, side kick, and come back. Now, if you're a lower rank, step behind. If you're a higher rank, step in front. Practice it like choreo, and then squat, step, squat, okay? And do that for a time limit. It's as many as you can that are good.
And you can also go for speed too. So a lot of times in sparring, it's step two.
Explosion.
All right. So you can do a step two as well. You don't have to step behind or step in front. You can do a step two if you're trying for speed. That being said, don't hurt yourself. Coming out of a squat can be tough. So I don't suggest that for our lower ranks by any means. All right. Black belts, advanced belts, yes. Try for speed, okay? So moving on from there, this is something we want to throw out as a challenge. Unfortunately, we don't have a hula hoop.
This doesn't work because it's got the little...
This does not work because it has ridges. But the idea here is you're going to go up against the wall, put a hula hoop on your foot, all right? And this will probably not look really good, but it's going.
And then he makes it go. Excellent, Master Ritter.
Hey, it went. All right. So the goal is there to try to do it for 10 seconds on each foot.
Now, also, one of the other challenges we have for you, a smaller object than a hula hoop, we want you to have somebody hold and have you kick through. All right?
So here?
It's like board practice.
Here, this barely fits my foot.
Well, yes. Those are,
like that much.
It's perfect, though. Okay? This is with your aiming, okay guys? If you've got a bigger one, that's fine, but the smaller you can get, if you've got a box from, all of Amazon or something else, use those. I've got Girl Scout boxes.
Got Girl Scout cookies.
That's empty. So use what you have. Be creative. Focus on your strength and your aiming. That's not happening.
I even messed it up.
So, use what you have, do what you can do. Focus on that strength, challenge yourself, but don't hurt yourself.
One last thing.
Yes, Master.
Make sure you're getting your side kick stretches in.
Yes,
okay?
we forgot those.
A good thing to do is to get up against the wall. Obviously, I want to face the camera, but hands up against the wall. I'm going to hold my hands here, which is still a little low for me, but we can just go up. Here.
You got the space, do them like we do them in class in basic motions, okay? As you're walking. This gets you a better stretch, but if you're not able to, for whatever reason, you don't have wall space, but you've got a little bit of a narrow hallway, do the side kick stretch down the
And
hallway.
we suggest doing the side kick stretch before you even start any of these side kick drills as well. So we probably should have had that up front. But if you're watching the video all the way through, hopefully, you will catch that. And yeah, that's the side kick drills we have for you. We have a lot more you can do. This is just a little sampling to play with while you guys are out of class for the time being. So if you need more to do, please
let us know. Okay, guys?
Yes, so until next time, thank you very much.
Have fun.